Back over here. Maintain defensive posture.
Winded, the disfavored commander clutches his blood-stained chest piece as he takes a deep breath. Gathering his thoughts, his focus is on the scattered, wounded men around him. He has yet to notice you. Your plan has been a rousing success. Most of our troops are dead. A bridge destroyed. And the Vendrian God pushed us back to where we started. Ladies and gentlemen, the finest the North has to offer. And for your next act?
I needed those Furies on point. Don't mock my strategy after working against it. We could have taken them.
What is happening? Shouldn't you be on the other side of the bridge? Remain silent. This is a disaster. You've just wasted dozens of lives walking into a trap. I'll mock your idiocy as much as I want to, so long as it continues to amuse me. What is happening? Shouldn't you be on the other side of the bridge?
We tried to rush the western bridge, blow for blow. We had them running, but...
His gaze drops, a long sigh escapes.
But halfway across,
the whole damn river just... The blood chanter gesticulates, flailing for words. Lurched up. The cursed Matani swallowed the bridge and most everyone on it. Only real soldiers we have left are the Scarlet Furies that I, quite wisely, directed into a flanking position.
A few of us kept our footing, but the advantage was lost. We had to fall back. As we did, the Oathbreakers surged down the east bridge. We held ground until they fled back across the river, but now we are back where we started with only a fraction of the strength.
Antonio's in command. You should have concentrated forces as he directed. As a member of the School of Ties is alive and working with the Vendrian Guard, I assure you she is the culprit.
That would explain it. I saw a woman dressed in blue that on the other side of the river. Didn't seem like she fit with the others. Had we focused our strength on one perfect lunge, we could have crossed the bridge before the enemy knew what was killing them. But it's not too late. We can use the Scarlet Furies to...
No, fool. Stop suggesting ways to get my gang killed. Are you working for the Oathbreakers? We should wait until the enemy is no longer on high alert. If Antonio's plan isn't a good one, we suggest instead...
There is a time for initiative and a time for patience. We should try a different part of the river or come back later. The enemy is too wary of us now. Are you in such a rush to see Kairos' edict come to pass? Sorry, Quip, but I'll strap you on my back and charge down that bridge alone. But doing nothing isn't an option.
He's in command. Whatever. His plan was a failure. I won't order my men to commit suicide so that Ponce can satisfy his honor fail once more. I could reveal their location to the enemy, but then your Furies would have no choice but to join the fight. Claps a gun to his face. Are we really coming to this? For the love of Kairos already, signal your warriors. If we're hearing grievances, I'd let you call the shots, but we're talking about the lives of my gang. Conscripts are copper a dozen, but Furies, I've worked hard to secure the loyalty of my gang. I will not scrap my fine warriors on so buffoonish of a plan. So who runs in your Fury gang? Lockjaw, Vulture Trap, Rot Groom, Spitting Jenny. Curious to see if any of them were still kicking. Jenny announced something rapper I joined early in 28. Weeks before Bastard City, I take pride in my service and respect those who have drawn blood since the beginning of this glorious conquest. Antonio, this plan is ridiculous and you're an idiot. But if the Fate Binder's helmet, it'll work. Binder, my gang will be honored to assist. Listen up. For this to work, my Furies need a moment to get out of cover. Fatebinder, you need to run up the east bridge. Don't get yourself killed, just draw their attention. I'll signal my Furies to send a rope across while you have them occupied. There's no time to waste. Let's hope your gang delivers. Thank you, Fatebinder, and good hunting. Man, y'all are some bitchy little bitches. Oh, come on. You totally could have grabbed that. You there, and you, signaling her warriors to the bridge. A woman in the regalia of a Vendrian guard captain pierces the commotion with her shrill soprano. Get over here, the Disfavored are back. Guess they forgot a javelin or two. Be a doll, would you? Hurl them back? Wait, not another Disfavored. This is a fate binder. She looks you up and down. Odd, I would have expected, well, just more soldiers. Here to convince us to kneel down and lose our heads. I need to resolve this insurrection with as little killing as possible. Change requires bloodshed, and hopefully this war will end soon. The sooner you surrender, the sooner your children can live in prosperity. It's fine. Victoria's pillagers say all sorts of things to justify sticking their spears into the nations and raping their way into the family vines. She waves her hands at you dismissively. You're cute for taking your role so seriously. Your friends seem to have misplaced most of their squad. Guess they're somewhere in my river? She shrugs sarcastically. My family's been protecting this river for 6 generations, so it's easy to lose track of all the looters and vagrants we've had to feed to the eels. Unless you want to try a running leap over, you're stuck. Maybe try heading downstream to Placid Crossing. We have more warriors there, and I'm certain they'd be just as happy to kill you. The Tidecaster that did this, same one that met me for truce. Trying to take stock of our crew, she lets out a snort, laughing to herself. We've had unexpected help of late. Kill and rape the realm enough, and everyone comes out of the woodwork to shiv you in the ear. Lower this bridge and surrender. Hold your oars a second. I have a statement prepared from Captain Ari for just this moment. She reaches into her belt with an impish smile and pulls out her hand to reveal nothing but the local hand gesture for penis. Wait, there's a second missive here somewhere. She feigns scouring for her pockets once more before displaying her phallic gesture again. As amusing as I find this soon-to-be corpse, it would appear that our extraction has paid off. He nods to the west. Satisfied, she turns to leave, calling out to you as she does. I wouldn't keep standing there, Fatebinder. The river's currents are quite unpredictable. Wanka. Alright, let's go check this box. Well done. While you were toying with the Oathbreakers, my gang had the opportunity to set a rope on the collapsed bridge over yonder. The Furies wait to join you in battle. Good work. Your gang has salvaged this mess. We require no thanks for carrying the burden that is favored is too weak to lift. We are used to such things. Plan now is to lower that bridge. My warriors can't swim in their armor. The lighter troops, he points rarely at you, can move across the rope and lower the bridge. We'll meet you on the other side. Crossing by rope, are we? Barrett clears his throat and shifts his weight awkwardly. In that case, I might recommend that I go last. For once, I agree with Antonio. Bitter Quip points across the water at in animated alarm. My gang's being spotted. Go now before they are overwhelmed. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Cross river.
Look at that, future course. Bleed out, you little shit!
Says you can't teach no dog new.
Sweet. Lantry is leveled up. Will you kill this wanker? Retreat! Captain Matani signals for her troops to run to the nearby village. There's too many. They've crossed the river. Pull back. The Vendrian Guard soldiers rush forward and adopt a close formation, covering Captain Matani as she retreats toward the nearby settlement. Athletics 34. Brandish your weapon menacing. Raise your hand if you leave behind orphans. Meant to do that.
They're here! Run! Go now!
On it.
Oh, stab! Searing palm strike of fire fury. Bitches.
Right.
Blocked, blocked. I feel like I'm being herded.
The Vendrian Guard can't protect us! We must go!
Yes, you must.
See that?
No, damn it. No.
Will do.
Just keep running over traps.
Smashed to pieces!
A tiny Sibyl's shrill voice pierces the air. Clarion call addressed not to you, but to the citizens of the village. Do not fear, sons and daughters of Apex. Kyrus' hounds are at our doorstep, and the Vendrian Guard will not abandon you. Brave warriors of the Vendrian Guard, these foreigners and sellouts meet to burn our homes and butcher our families. Summon what strength you have and show Kairos the price of taking our land. Several soldiers step out from half-closed doors and dimly lit alleyways, fury blazing in their eyes. The partisans shout battle cries to marshal their courage, and you see the gray gleam of iron as they brandish their weapons to charge. How in the name of Ash did these hill folk get their hands on iron weapons? Barrack regards the locals with momentary panic and bewilderment before setting his stance for battle.
Another battle. Starting to think we're bad at making friends. You learn something every day.
Stab his ass.
Will do.
Burn his ass. Cleave his ass.
Sorry, I can't.
Something that ass. They're here, weapons up, and remember those no longer with us. Honor them with your courage and prowess. The captain turns to face you as you approach. Fatebinder, we are proper warriors, are we not? This battle should remain between those of us who specialize in facing death. Let the villagers go. They did not ask for this conflict. That's fun. Far be it for me to question a call, but this village is a source for aid for the Vendrian Guard. We would be fools to leave it standing to resupply our enemies the moment we turn our backs. Strange, I thought I was doing the talking here. Captain lurches forward, ready to yell, then stumbles over words as your response sinks in. Did you all hear the Fatebinder? Just don't stand there. Run like the Scourge are chasing you. Guardsmen, stay behind. That moment you've been training for is about to come due. Draw your weapon. Let the villagers flee, shall we? She holds her hand in the air, while the last of the townsfolk flee. A noble way to begin our finest moment, or maybe last stand. Either way, the captain lowers her hand, signaling the attack. With tiny Sybil can barely summon the strength to crawl. After several attempts, she slips on her own pooling blood. She lifts her head to focus on you. She mouths several words, though no cogent sound escapes her mouth until she falls to her knees, bracing her side. Well done, Fatebinder. This one survives its wounds. We have a fresh present for the Archon of Secrets. He did request a personal audience with any leader we can take alive. That is a mighty big if. These southern folks are a sickly bunch. Antonio wags a hand dismissively. Looking at her suffer is making me sick. I'll kill her and get this over with. Say give her to the Scarlet Chorus. See if she survives the trip back to the camp. A wise choice, my good Fatebinder. Bitterquip motions to his gang. Just take this one back to camp and be gentle for a change. If you deliver a corpse to the voices of Nerat, you can expect to share her fate. So if this one lives... So if she lives, this fanatic will be trusted with a weapon. Lovely. And what of this village? The locals could have trapped the houses. So too risky to commandeer the site. He shrugs, his tone becoming matter of fact. We should burn the town. It'll cut off support, send a message, and the smoke signal will give others a visible rallying point when crossing the Matani. Yeah, no, we're not burning it down. No, shut the fuck up, Barrick. Kairos' edict looms overhead. Have we nothing better to do with our time? The disfavored warrior shakes his head in a huff and turns to his squad. Hear that? The chorus just made this town their headache. Now start rounding up your gear. There's lots to do before we rest. A sensible decision, dear Fatebinder. If we hold the disfavored's pogrom of raised soil, what will remain for us to rule? Bitterquip claps his hands, raising his voice to address his gang. Seize this place. Search the homes. Take all that you could carry. Give each survivor a chance at the voice's mercy, but to the ungrateful be brutal. Fatebinder, you've helped enough. The Iron Marshal has sent word that the Archons are meeting at the disfavored camp and your presence is requested. You should make haste back to camp. We'll take it from here.
How can we trust your rabble not to turn at this last moment? How many of your conscripts have family bonds to the Vendrian Guard? It is decided. The Disfavored will take the vanguard of the assault. It is the only way to assure success before the edict comes to pass.
Oh, you're so young. We can forgive you for being stupid. Without your Archon of Stone to bring down those walls, you're out of your element. Only the chorus has the numbers required to swarm the walls from all sides. We will lead the vanguard of this battle.
The best the chorus could accomplish would be leaving a ramp-shaped pile of corpses propped up against the walls for my warriors to use. Their fortifications are not a concern. Even understaffed, my Earthshakers could breach the masonry in short order.
Another brilliant idea. Cairn's cult is, we're sure, every bit as trustworthy and sane as the late Archon of Stone himself. You did notice the spire at the center of the citadel? Hard to miss it, being only the tallest thing on the horizon and such. Certainly your Earth mages won't do anything stupid like, say, breaking the spire's foundation. What could possibly go wrong?
I trust them more than I trust your circus of rapists, sellswords, and turncoat tearsmen. Tunon's Fatebinder has arrived. Why is it my so-called allies are more willing to belittle than to assist? The Vendrian Guard have been the least of my headaches in this damned valley. Now that we are all assembled, I want reports. The Scarlet Chorus was going to resolve the Oathbreaker presence in the Outer Valley. What became of that?
Yes, what did become of that? We should know already. Yet we do not. If we are not mistaken, the Fatebinder played a pivotal role in this operation. Fifth Eye, shed light on this baffling question.
The Fatebinder did indeed assist the chorus in a fashion. The Oathbreakers were cut down, but the Fatebinder's wrath spared none. And Captain Palox Valorian was not taken alive. Much to our disappointment, the Fatebinder seems to have applied his favorite justice to Florian. Such a waste.
And look what showing them mercy has done for us. My scouts report seeing chorus thugs fleeing your camp, defecting back to the enemy. They are abusing your mercy. And you either don't notice or don't care. The former is negligence. The latter is treachery. Iron Marshal, I understand we've established a foothold across the Matani. Report.
Securing the Matani was a gruesome affair. An agent of the School of Tide still lives, and the river was turned against us. Despite our losses, the day ended in success at Echo Call Crossing, even though victory came at a great cost. When it came time to secure the nearby Echo Call village, there was a distressing discovery. The villagers had been stashing iron for weaponry, no doubt stolen from our supply lines. Commander Antonio wished to burn the village, but the chorus disagreed, and the Fatebinder backed their claim. Their leader, Captain Matani Sybil, was bested in combat but taken captive by the Scarlet Chorus. Despite the disfavor taking the lead on the operation, the Fatebinder felt it necessary to apply chorus doctrine to the captives.
A most wise judgment, good Fatebinder. The Oathbreaker captain will no doubt provide hours of entertainment, and perhaps even some useful information.
Okay, so this part says, the voices of Nerat hurls his scepter into the air with a loud chuckle, gingerly snatching the scepter out of the air as it falls. And if you go here, it says, you hear the voices whisper in your head, she has been a most delectable treat, that one. So obstinate, so inarticulate in her flailing defiance. Some things are best savored in slow, tantalizing doses. We must thank you once again for delivering her unto us.
This will be just like Stalwart, when your own conscripts chose suicide over service to the chorus. She'll be no different than the others. Petulant, uncooperative, and motivated to feed you false information.
Arguing over this is meaningless. Resolving the edict matters most of all.
The Fatebinder is right. We argue over trivialities when we should be closing the vice on the Oathbreakers. Let us march on the double. The Disfavored will lead the charge.
You mean the Scarlet Chorus should lead the charge? Over 2/3 of your legion remains trapped outside the valley. Only the Chorus can bring to bear the strength and numbers this assault requires.
Enough! If these are my allies, why bother with the enemy? Even the low-born Oathbreakers have the honor and decency to...
Oh, finish your thought, old chap. They have the honor and decency to... To what? To abide by some sort of deal you made with them?
The voice of Nerat spins his scepter in the palm of his hands. You hear the voices in your head. Can you not hear the treachery in his words? How can we be sure he hasn't been stalling this whole campaign? His legion boasts of victory after victory, yet these half-wit Oathbreakers suddenly give the disfavored pause. Scowling at the Archon of Seeker's Gravenesh says nothing, his body heaving with agitation. If your two are unwilling to work together as Fatebinder of Tunon, I will order you to do so.
With whom do you stand?
Voice of Nerat, Max tilts sideways as he lurches forward, waggling his scepter at you. Now is not the time to compromise. One of us will have the honor of completing this glorious conquest. We know you will choose wisely. Scarlet Chorus will lead.
Suspected as such.
Shut up.
How wise!
If the chorus leads the charge, they will fail. I will not sit idly by.
Fatebinder, your vision comes into focus, as does a feeling of a hand on your shoulder. Are you still with me, Fatebinder? You don't look hurt. Say something. Something. Good. Same old fate binder. Was worried there for a second that you had been seriously hurt. Your guardian here came to your rescue. The Crimson Spirit taps Barrick on the shoulder with a hearty smile. Barrick turns to greet, gesture with a cold
I wasn't
stare.
trying to save you. I was trying to save her.
He points to Verse and sighs.
And what happened, you bleeding hard iron shit tower?
Verse crosses her arms and glares.
I picked her up and she stabbed me. Put a dent in my side that I won't forget. So I put her down and dragged you out here to recuperate.
What is it with you two?
This is no time to narrate our life stories. If the edict comes crashing down on our heads, none of it will matter anyway.
On that note, better to leave now while we're well parted. You've made your allegiances clear. I hope you serve a good long term with the Scarlet Chorus, and that we never meet on the wrong side of the battlefield.
This isn't about choosing sides, it's about resolving the edict. Stay with me as my deputy, at least that long, then I will release you from service.
Very well. I'll remain at your side at least until this edict is resolved. Beats sitting in a corner and waiting for Kairos' magic to kill us all.
Don't take it too personally. That's as tall a compliment as he's ever expressed.
She turns to Barrick wearing a mixed expression.
As for you, you old sack of wine, this is war. Try to enjoy yourself.
Fifth Eye. The voices of Nerat has already departed for camp, and I'm headed there now. Come join us. We would be honored to have you join us in the assault. He lets out a wicked chuckle as he turns to depart. I mean, it's not like there's anything left for you here. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. Hope you guys are enjoying. I apologize for my bumblings of readings at times. But yeah, so we're nearing the point of getting this edict resolved. So hope you guys are enjoying. Hit that thumbs up button, toss some comments down below to let me know. And until I see you in another video, I'm Pickle and I'm out.